Hello, my name is Arun Jain, and this is the 20th video in a series of interviews called Alumni Insights. In this video, I'll be talking to an alum from Brown University. I think this video turned out really great, and I think you guys are going to get a lot of good insights from it, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's begin. Hello, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm also doing good. So, first off, what was your major and graduation year from Brown?
So I double majored in chemistry and computational biology, and I graduated in 2020.
Okay. Next, would you like to share a fun experience you had in college?
Sure. I had a lot of fun experiences in college. I think some of the most memorable experiences for me are definitely the friendships that I've made. And I think for me, the most, I wouldn't say like a single experience, but a combination of experiences was getting closer to my friend's freshman year, staying up late in the library, supposedly working, but honestly just goofing off and doing whatever.
Yeah, that's great. It's a cool college experience. It's probably pretty common across the entire all the undergraduates at Brown. In what ways do the university's culture and values contribute to your overall learning experience? Can you share a specific example that shows this influence?
Yeah, so Brown's entire emphasis is on what's called the open curriculum. So there's no requirements outside of the ones to satisfy your major, other than a couple of writing requirements, and this really allows students to explore like what they're interested in, whether it's super deep in a subject or across wide fields. So for me, even though I was in two pretty demanding STEM-oriented majors, it helped me a lot to take all types of other interesting classes. And so, for instance, when Donald Trump was being impeached, I was able to take a class on constitutional law, which was very exciting. And then, just like being able to take all kinds of classes. I took a class on cooking that I probably would never have been able to take at another school that had more significant requirements.
Yeah, that's really cool. So, because of the open scheduling, you can schedule based on like current events going on, things that you're interested in, new interests that you may have gotten. That's really cool. Universities often pride themselves on fostering critical thinking. Can you share an instance where your education at Brown challenged your assumption and led to a shift in your perspectives?
Yeah, so I think one thing that I came into college kind of believing was like this idea of that hard work is like generally the way to success. That is like society is a meritocracy. But I think throughout different classes at Brown that kind of address that idea that some people are born on third base, to give like a baseball analogy, while some people aren't even on like home plate. Kind of reinforced this idea to me that something I'm interested in is definitely giving back to my community and giving back to society, because that was an assumption that was challenged for me, that society isn't a meritocracy and that we should be helping those who are less fortunate.
Yeah, that's great. That's also what we're doing here with this channel, providing like these videos as resources to anyone that's on maybe not even on home plate, as you said. But yeah, that's great. Next up, university environments often encourage innovation and creativity. Can you share a project or initiative that you were involved in that allowed you to apply your knowledge in a practical and innovative way?
Yeah, so I think there was like a few instances in college where I was able to, use what I was learning in the classroom and apply it to situations that were outside of the classroom. I think for me, the biggest examples were using like knowledge of like computer science, stuff that I was being taught in class, and applying it to like public health tools that my friends and I helped work on during like the beginning stages of the pandemic. And that was something that was like really interesting because it took like a real like just some skills that we've learned that most of us had only applied for like internships to something that was actually like a real world challenge and a real world problem.
Yeah, and would you say that's pretty common across all of the majors at Brown?
Yeah, I think a lot of people get to really use the skills that they learn in school and apply it in novel in different ways. Whether that's like learning how to write in like a highly academic way and like a collegiate level. That's just like a useful skill always down the line, and then just like the ability to problem solve and like be an independent thinker is something that's like really reinforced at Brown, and I think that obviously those skills are like highly transferable across like any type of field or any type of future career.
Yeah, that makes sense. So last question here. Looking back, is there anything you would wish you had known or done differently during your time at Brown to better prepare your for your post-graduation endeavors?
Yeah, so I guess less about necessarily feeling well prepared for my post graduation endeavors because I feel pretty well prepared. But I think I personally, even though I did take advantage of the open curriculum as well as some of the other like exploration that Brown had to offer, I wish I had done actually more exploration in college. I think a lot of people just assume that like the skill set that you're learning in college should be like directly applicable to whatever you're doing next. But I think a lot of what college is, even both like in the classroom and outside of the classroom, is really learning like transferable skills and like expanding your own understanding of yourself in the world. And I kind of wish that I had, done a more deeper dive into other areas that I don't get the chance to really interact with as much now in my career, because I think a lot of those areas can help really inform future success and future ideas from outside of fields that you might not be as involved with when people start their careers.
Yeah, that's great. I did also have a question regarding your double major.
Sure.
So I know a lot of students and some of my friends as well are hesitant to do a double major, as they're afraid they're not gonna have much of a social life in their college. Do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, I think there's definitely like some truth to that, and like having a double major can definitely make it tough. I think it's really like college specific. There's some universities that make it easier to double major in certain subjects because you can either overlap credits or something like that. Because Brown doesn't have any requirements outside of your major credits, it's honestly not too hard. The other advice I would give is like people are sometimes fixated on like getting a BA versus a BS, but honestly, for most most post grad endeavors, like nobody really cares if you got a Bachelor of Arts or a Bachelor of Science. So if there's a BA alternative to a PS degree that you want to get, that's totally fine, or even just getting like a minor. But I do think it takes careful planning to make sure that you're not overwhelmed, um, so that you can enjoy the social aspect of college.
Yeah, totally. Well, thank you so much for your time today. It was a great interview, and have a great day.
It's you too, see ya.
Bye.